You're welcome back to Axel Live. Where we dig deep, no need to arrive. Just the truth about the trucking scene. Through the fog, we let the facts gleam. Going down the highway, what's the real game? Logistics and freight, it's a cutthroat claim. No filters, no hype, just the raw and real. In the world of trucks, we gotta make a deal. Investigative vibe, here to steady beat. We're here to uncover every shady street. Frauds in the mix, dirty brokers lurk. Double broken schemes, time for some work. And brokers, let's talk it clear. Shady activity, it's what we fear. Too many lives hanging by a thread while the hustlers cash in. It's a cold dread. We vet and verify, question everything. The industry's raw, man, it's a sting. If you smell something off, you know what to do. Axel Live's a spot where we shine the truth. Axel Live, we expose the lies. Accountability, no more disguise. Shippers and drivers, your rep, your grind. We're here to light the path, never blind. Stay ahead of the fraud, just keep it real. With Axel Live's eyes, there's nothing you can't feel. So hit that subscribe, never miss a beat. Let's navigate the road, keep you on your feet. Remember the mission is crystal and clear. Expose the lies and advance your career. This is Axel Live, where the truth won't hide. Together we'll ride, side by side. Stay alert, stay informed, keep your business bright. In the world of trucking, with a guiding light.
Well, here we go again, folks. Back on the Axel Live Show. Round and round. Here we go. So, before we get started with the show, I just want to say a few things. First of all, if you're new, you got this video dropped in your email. That means you're probably part of the show or you know these people or whatever. You might want to pay attention. But on another note, brokers, carriers, drivers, truckers, all you logistics knuckleheads, listen up. Got some good shows they're going to drop. It's actually, we have an emergency show. We're going to try to put it out tomorrow. I already sent a couple brokers alerts regarding a stolen motor carrier authority. That's right, stolen motor carrier authority. They're using a stolen motor carrier authority. I'll explain it all in more than likely the next show. So on this episode, we're going to cover Flamekeepers Logistics, Optimist, whatever you guys want to call yourself. As far as I'm concerned, the last name of the guy is Patel, so I'm going to assume they're Indians. As you could tell from the thumbnail, I'm part Indian too now lately. Don't forget, folks, Flex Shield Pro. It's not just a normal vetting program, outfit, whatever you want to call it. Human verification involved. It's the only way. You cannot just depend on pulling information from FMCSA, the insurance companies, corporations, all this other nonsense. Fraud needs to be fought from the beginning, not at the end when all this double brokering is occurring, all these cargo thefts and all these deaths on the road. It needs to be fought from the beginning. You 100% need human verification along with the other stuff. Flex Shield Pro is the only one who's doing it, as far as I know, and I know some other things. But we're going to cover tonight this Flamekeeper knuckleheads. Welcome for exposing yourselves. And what happened was, let's just get into the show. How about that? Let's just start off the show and show what these foreign knuckleheads are doing. And this is the second time, not from this company, but I exposed a while back another company who did it too. So let's start with this one. I'm going to show you the bid process the guy went through and what happened to him, and then we're going to cover the corporations, all that nonsense real quick. You know how I like to do it. Hopefully 30, 40 minutes. If you're in logistics and trucking, you want to pay attention. It's the only way you're going to learn, and I'm the only guy who's doing it like this. So let's go. So a bid was put out in Solaria. Select this load board. Pick up in, what was it here? Pick up in Wichita, Kansas. Deliver Mansfield. I believe this was dated yesterday. And yes, the carrier who they discriminated against and put some fraudulent stuff as far as I'm concerned, because I happen to know the carrier. And listen, the guy is a U.S. citizen, clean record, everything. Was a school teacher before. And you guys think you're just going to do this to American citizens that are running a legitimate business when you're a fraud? You got the wrong people here, buddies. So this was the load. It was posted on Select This. He had bid 500 or 700. 700. Let's move along. Show you the process. So it came from Flamekeeper Logistics LLC. Flamekeeper Logistics, all one word. You got their email and everything there, posted 4:14 Eastern, expires, all that good stuff. They didn't put anything for dimensions. They didn't put nothing. They didn't put the weight, nothing in the load. Like, it's amazing to me that you're running a broker authority. You can't even put in the damn load what the dimensions are, what the weight is, nothing. That means you are just bums. So let's move along. And if you haven't been here on the Axel Live Show, we get a little dramatic, a little excited, but that's the way it has to be. So here we go, bid info. Now it says he put in his vehicle dimensions. He put in his door dimensions. Jonathan, you don't need to put in the door dimensions. As long as you put in the correct vehicle dimensions, you're good to go. He even put his empty straps, all that good stuff. This is the load. If any of you good brokers, good agents want a good expedite driver in the van, reach out to Johnny Boy here, Quantum Transport LLC. You see his information there. Jonathan, if anyone gives you a hard time, you know where to come to Axel Live. Everyone's always saying, I never point out the good guys. Here's a good guy for you. You want a good guy? Here's a good guy. Jonathan, anyone gives you a hard time, you let me know. But that's all I'm going to say. He's a good guy. He's running a single unit. Let's continue with the show. So they ask him after he put in the bid, how far? He says 15 minutes from pickup, ready now. What is weight and dimensions of the load? Thank you. They don't respond. Then he goes back and he asks them, and you see the timestamps there too. Is this still available? They respond, yes, but 700 too high. Okay, they should have left it there and moved along as far as I'm concerned. Here's all their information over here. Bid order received. They can't say they didn't post it. You got, and it says text the number. You see that? Quality control and tracking. Text. And then they got a phone number. Unbelievable. It says Chicago, Illinois, Phoenix, Arizona, and Mumbai, India. Interesting. So, what would be a good rate for you? The carrier asks. And what is the weight of the load? They ask him, can you do 500? He asks him again, what is the weight? Then they respond, crate 64, 52, 27, 385 pounds. He asks them, can we meet in the middle at 600 respectfully? Everything up to this process is excellent as far as I'm concerned. You brokers or agents want to comment, feel free to underneath the video in the comment section. Then they respond back at 139, 550, book it. Okay? 142, 550, book it. Again, them. 144, 550, book it, send driver information. 3 times now, they're saying, book it, book it, book it, and then send driver information. He's not saying anything. Let me cover this before we continue. So remember, it was at 144. This load market that they say here we use load market and trucker tools. Load market is on my list just so everybody knows if you want to go start reading up on them. But here's what I found interesting. The team is working on RC as fast as they can. How are you working on RC? He never confirmed he's taking the load. And then here's another thing. This is for all the drivers out there. You see how they put here Sprinter/Carog? They can't even spell cargo right because I'm going to assume here that these guys are not here in the United States. Okay? Instead of cargo, Carog. And they put Tanu, truck order not used, $75. That's 100% wrong, and they're crooks. A Tanu given from a broker or that agent with a verifiable true load is $150 Tanu for a cargo or Sprinter van. Nobody can tell me otherwise. That is industry standard for years now, 150, not 75. That's the first flag. Next thing, Layover for Sprinter/cargo van, $125. That's false. The minimum is $150 for a layover. It's always been $150 and $150. And then they put max detention is $125. What are you talking about max detention is $125? What if they sit there for 10 hours? You guys are crazy. You just make up whatever you want to make up. More oversized vehicles, TANUs, max detention/layover, $150. Oh, really? You're going to give a semi-truck $150? Get out of here with this nonsense. Detention starts at the third complete hour and continues every hour thereafter. Oh, really? Really? Yeah, try that with my guys or anyone I know, and I got something for you. Trust me on that one. All final charges will be confirmed, verified, and taken care of at the end of the run. No, if they ask you for a revised rate confirmation, you're going to make that revised rate confirmation. And like I say all the time to the drivers and the carriers, do not give them the BOL after it's signed, which becomes the POD. Do not give it to the agents or the brokers until you have a revised confirmation if you're entitled to any detention or any layovers or whatever nonsense came up. Because trust me, a lot of you agents and you brokers, you pull that game all the time. You sit there and you ask these guys for the paperwork and then you ghost them when you owe them money. And I'm telling you, it's not flying on my shift. Not flying. Let's move along. So then I booked a different load. He answered 1 minute later. So from 139 to 145. From 139 to 144, they asked 3 times. At 145, he says, I booked a different load. Next time, respectfully, who was very nice, very cordial. He didn't take a long time to answer him back. And they respond, you got to be kidding me. Well, why? What do you mean? What do you mean? Because he cannot agree to take a cheap load from you guys. You are upset now. And now you're going to go one step farther. So they file this with Descartes My Carrier Portal. And Descartes, I know I added all your emails. You are garbage because this is the second time this has occurred with the use of your platform from frauds using your vetting platform to either discriminate or to hurt legitimate carriers from frauds. They put here, to who it may concern at Quantum Transport LLC. We are writing to inform you that a report has been posted about your company on My Carrier Portal. The report, which was posted by a broker/shipper who wishes to remain anonymous. But see, it says here, Kansas to Texas. And they put incidents, unethical or deceptive business practices. Cannot trust their bids. Let me explain something to you, Flamekeeper, you frauds, you crooks in the industry, and we're going to cover all your stuff. He did nothing deceptive or unethical. That's number one. Number two, Descartes, allowing guys to put anonymous reports on good carriers. You're covering for fraudulent activity using your platform. As you can imagine, this report, blah, blah, blah. You guys want to read it later? Go back and read it, okay? But this nonsense is bullshit. 100% bullshit. You guys are allowing frauds to use your platforms as weapons against U.S. citizens that are running legitimate carrier or broker operations. So next, this is at the bottom of My Carrier Portal inside this stuff when you, file the reply back. Details must be factual and devoid of libelous statements or subjective opinions. If any comments or other items are determined to be inaccurate or inappropriate, information be edited or deleted. Libelous statements, subjective opinions, frivolous remarks, and recommendations to avoid using a company will be deleted. Report may be deleted at the sole discretion of My Carrier Portal. So, if you're watching Descartes and My Carrier Portal My email is axel, A-X-E-L .liveshow@gmail.com. And if you pay attention in the video here, you have Jonathan's email. You owe him an apology. You better send me some kind of confirmation that you're going to solve this problem, or you're going to keep getting more and more videos for this nonsense. Because exactly what your stuff says here is what these fraudulent guys did to this legitimate carrier. Let's move along. By submitting this report, you acknowledge and agree it is not intended to be used for the purpose of gaining an advantage in a dispute. Likewise, it is not intended to harass, oppress, injure, defame, or disparage any person, entity for their goods and services. What is this, My Carrier Portal? What is this? You just allow anyone to put anything on your platform. Obviously, you don't do any human checks. We know. Okay, you acknowledge and agree that the information provided in this post or report is solely your opinion and not the opinion of Descartes Systems Group, Inc., or My Carrier Portal. First of all, they didn't put an opinion. They put it as a fact on your platform. They're stating that he did unethical and whatever practices. This is bullshit. This is 100% bullshit. You further agree to indemnify, defend, and hold harmless the Descartes Systems Group, Inc., along with its officers, directors, employees, and contractors from and against all claims and actions arising out of or resulting from this report. You also acknowledge and agree that this report is an accurate representation of facts and, if necessary, can provide documentation of proof to support all reported items and comments. I hope you bozos over there at Descartes, at Macro Point, My Carrier Portal, however many names you want to call yourselves, you better watch the whole video. I'm telling you, you owe an apology, 100%. You better remove these frauds from doing this to other people. I'm telling you, my videos go to a lot of people. Abuse of this reporting tool may result in disabling your ability to submit reports, prohibiting your access to My Carrier Portal, and or canceling your whatever. I want to see it happen. Descartes My Carrier Portal. I want to see what you put here. I want to see you follow through. That's what I want to see. Anyways, it's not the first time. If you go in my podcast list with other shows, when I exposed this Skyline Transport Group, who was also trying to do a vetting platform where they were trying to charge people after they took a load and then go back and tell them, oh, you need to sign up for our vetting platform, another $400 or something. A chameleon jamboree, we called it. This is a thumbnail screenshot. This is the second time that I am aware of that you have allowed these frauds to do this to legitimate carriers. That's the second time, Descartes / My Carrier Portal. Second time. I'm keeping track, and it's documented. It's documented in my videos. Anyone needs, here's the phone numbers, here's the addresses, all for My Carrier Portal, Descartes, anything, headquarters, operation office. If you like to send them love letters, maybe lawsuits, here you go. Axel is helping you out. It's documented. It's contained in this video. It's be all over the internet. Let's move right along. So now let's get into the meat and potatoes. We're getting close. We're a little bit more than halfway through. So Flamekeeper Logistics, Optimist Family LLC. As you see here, they have these two corporations active in Arizona from February 9th, 2025. But see, Flamekeeper Logistics, all one word now, LLC, and Optimist Family LLC originally came from Illinois. That's right. Originally came from Illinois. Those two corporations in Illinois have involuntary dissolution. So let's move along. So we're going to concentrate on the older two, Flamekeeper Logistics LLC and Optimist Family LLC, 2022, 2021. As we can see here, the Flamekeeper Logistics, all one word, LLC, doing business as Optimist Family, okay? If you look there, physical address 994 Revolution Drive, but mailing address is 9942 East Revolution Drive. So we have a mistake right there. As you can see, this is a property broker. It was granted in April 30th of 2021. Now, remember, I have two authorities to show you. This is the first broker authority, USDOT number 3610510, MC number 1229643. Let's move along. So inside there, you'll see their insurance history. Replaced, canceled, replaced, name changed, replaced, canceled. Then you see here, Liberty National Financial Corp. There's a reason why I put this in here. Now I wish I could remember. Effective date 4/25/25. I can't remember. 118. There was a reason why I put this in there, folks. Anyways, it's for reference. Like I said, a lot of stuff I put in videos so it can be documented and saved. Let's move along. Now, here's the other authority that they have. It's a carrier authority. USDOT 345-7681, MC 112-7617. As you notice here on this authority in the purple area over there, this was granted in 2020, Motor Property Carrier Authority. Then they were also given in 2022 Broker Authority. So they've had two broker authorities, but this one was just revoked February 10th, 2025. Now, you can keep track, write down the dates in your little notepad, and you see what's going on here. So they had two broker authorities and one carrier authority. Now, here's the next thing. This carrier authority is showing 12 power units and 12 drivers. But yet up on top, the MCS 150 shows 123,000 miles only. And it hasn't been updated since 2022. Oh, interesting. Interesting, isn't it? For those in the industry, you understand what's going on. I hope you see it. Now, let's move along. Now, we have here, and I know there's something here. So this is the carrier authority. Canceled, replaced, 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 canceled, replaced, canceled. And United Financial 6822. Man, this is what happens. This is why I try to do the shows and put out all the information as soon as I have it fresh in my brain. It's a lot of stuff to gather. But either way, the one thing I do remember here, so on the bottom, the smaller square is showing their active policy. It's only 300K. That's what it's showing with FMCSA, 300K. But yet they're running 12 power units and 12 drivers. But we know the industry standard, most brokerages, they want the $1 million coverage and 100K cargo. What's going on here? What is going on? You guys are snakes, flame keepers, 100%. I don't even believe you're here in the United States. So as you can see here, these are snippets from, man, let me fix my head. It looks like I got some kind of like crazy frizz going on. Let me just, give me 1 second here. I'm going to fix my frizzy hair. Look at that frizzy hair. What the heck is going on? Okay, that's a little bit better. All right. So on the top, you see Optimist Family LLC goes to that DOT number and that MC number. On the bottom, Flamekeeper Logistics, all one word, LLC, doing business as Optimist Family, goes to that DOT number and MC number. Both have been changed from the Illinois to the Revolution Drive, Mesa, Arizona. Okay? And that's it for that one. Let's move along. And if I remember right here now, so these are the corporations originally from Illinois, which both have been involuntary dissolution. So Flamekeeper Logistics, one word, LLC, is from 2021, almost 5 years. The Optimist Family LLC, involuntary dissolution, was 3 years ago. So you guys were operating as Flamekeeper Logistics LLC, doing business as Optimist Family, and that goes back to 2021. But yet this Optimist Family LLC only goes back to 2022. Nothing matches here. Nothing matches with these clowns. But they had these two corporations for one DOT MC number. Explain to me, everyone, why. Why do you need two corporations for one authority? Nothing strange here? No, move along. We got more. So now we got Flamekeeper Space Logistics LLC and Optimist Family LLC, and this is underneath the Arizona. So now the Flame Space Logistics LLC belongs to the DOT 3610510, which is whichever one. And then now you got the Optimist Family LLC going to the other DOT MC number. So now, instead of two corporations with one authority, now they have two corporations for two authorities. This is the craziest stuff I ever seen in my life. So, another thing to pay attention to, whether you're looking at the corporations, whether the Illinois corporations or the Arizona corporations or Broker Snapshot, this guy has many variations of his name. You got Kinjal Patel, Milan Kumar J. Patel, Milan Kumar Patel, Patel Kinjalban Milankam, Kinjalban Milankam Patel. I don't know why this one says Kinjalban Home and Kinjal M. Patel. Looked like on that last slide there I was like stuttering or something. I don't know, the camera was going weird. I threw this in here just so it's documented for the records in case the feds decide to come look at this company or if an accident occurs or something happens down the line. They have this lady on the Arizona corporations, a D.d. Jacques, who looks like she's the agent on these corporations now, but looks like she may be also their bookkeeper. So I know D.D., I dropped your emails. I don't know if you're involved in anything. No harm, whatever. I'm just dropping in here. I want this documented in case law enforcement, DOJ, DOT, FMCSA, if anyone wants to come a knocking or, subpoena records, or if there's a court case, I like to make it easy. I like to make it easy so they know whoever's connected to these companies, whether it's the owners, agents, drivers, buddies, boyfriends, girlfriends, lovers, whoever. I try to put everything in the pot so they got a good reference point. So, Flame Keepers with offices in Chicago, Illinois. How? Corporations are involuntary dissolution. Phoenix, Arizona. I didn't find anything for Phoenix, Arizona. I see the Mesa, Arizona on the bottom now, and I didn't want to go look. But you got Mumbai, Maharashtra, India. You guys, listen. I guarantee, my personal opinion, you guys are probably running your whole operation from overseas, just like all the other crooks and frauds I see. So, it's basically a show. Let me fix this again here. When you mess with green screen and you try to tweak it a little bit, bam, there we go. Listen, Flamekeeper, you're permanently on my list. What you did to this carrier, this U.S. citizen, is bullshit. My Carrier Portal, Descartes, what you allowed to happen with your vetting platform, and I hear people are leaving your platform in droves, and you wonder why. Because you're allowing for the frauds to use your system to hurt good carriers. And I know what's going on out here. I pay attention. I know who's playing these war games. But see, all you people running these vetting platforms like Highway, RMIS, My Carrier Portal, Freight Validate. Who else we got, man? Like, you guys all think you know what you're doing. You actually believe that you're selling a product to help brokers and carriers. You're all selling garbage. You're selling pure garbage. You allow the fraud to continue in the trucking logistics industry because, one, you only care about whatever dollars you can squeeze out of everybody from pulling APIs and all this other nonsense. You want to combat fraud by sitting on your booties. That's how you want to combat the fraud. You want to combat the fraud after it's already happened, after the theft has been done, after the people have been killed on the roads. That's when you guys want to vet. Vetting 100% needs also human checks and verification going on 24/7, putting in time to review and look at all these documents, learn how to cross-reference names, look at addresses, look at the virtual everything, mailboxes. I don't care if it's the swimming pool or the cockroaches on the walls of these places. But see, you guys can't do it. You don't have the time, you don't have the correct team, and you don't have the noggin, the patience to do what we do. But I'm going to tell you, one person, as far as I can see right now, is attempting to do this. They've made me a promise, and you know me. If they keep the promise, everything is hunky-dory, and I'm going to work with them to help them combat fraud and remove these crooks from the industry, to permanently dig, investigate, research, and put it out to the masses where it needs to go so this fraud can have an enemy. That's what it needs. But see, you other vetting platforms, like I said, you just want to line your pockets. You want to go hang out with the FMCSA bozos, which haven't done anything in years, that get millions of dollars, even for their tech and all their nonsense. You want to hang out with Mr. Barr, the senior citizen, and give him a little gift on the side. You guys, you're crap. You're garbage. You're crap and you're garbage. You should have learned a long time ago. If you want to do what's right in this world, you have to be honest. And you cannot be nice when you're fighting frauds. You don't say, please, don't use my screenshots. The frauds are learning new ways. No, the frauds are not learning new ways. This stuff has been going on for years. But see, you guys don't want to bring it to light. You want your platforms to perpetuate and grow, and hey, we got a problem. Give us a donation over here. And now you all want to talk about gen logs and all this other stuff. Hey, listen, you guys are goofy as hell. The fraud needs to be fought from the beginning. Now, we're working on another one who I have to sit here, wait for the report to be done tonight so I can try to put out a show tomorrow. Hopefully I can do it tomorrow. Because we got some Uzbekistan guys who literally stole an authority and are using it. Explain this to me. Explain this to me. Some of you already sent you alerts. Some of you that are close, you're on the Axel, notification team. I send my guys early alerts. Hey, block them. I've had two of them, I told them block them. They actually sent me this a little while back. I think the one from beginning of December, but I'm so busy. I got so much stuff. We're trying to improve our process of how we do quick checks. So if anything's an emergency, we can put it out right away. You brokers hold a lot of knowledge right at your fingertips, but you don't do anything with it. You don't block them. You don't let any other people in the industry know. You just, you guys, I don't know what else to say. I got to get out of here. This is a long enough video. Flamekeeper Logistics, Optimist Family, Mumbai Specialist Clowns, whatever you want to call yourselves, attacking, using a vetting platform as a weapon, because they wouldn't take your cheap freight. They wouldn't take your cheap freight. You think you're going to use a weapon against a U.S. citizen in this industry, and these guys aren't going to come to me? You know how many guys come to me now because I'm willing to put all this stuff out? Hey, listen, Flamekeeper, don't be surprised if anybody shows up at your addresses. Don't be surprised. Once you're on the list, you stay on the list. We have a master list. We always like to do extra shows. But anyways, people, visit flexshieldpro.com. You can tell them if you want, Axel sent you. And if you frauds would like to go over there too, you can go over there too. Help us speed along the process, help turn you red. I like it. We're coming for everyone and everything. Like I said, we're going to turn up the heat. I always say, listen, I got to repeat myself sometimes because some people, they're learning disabled. They don't absorb into their brains. Their brains are not complex like mine. 53 years old and sharp like a whistle, baby. Sharp is sharp. So this is Axel from Mumbai, India. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Adios.
You're welcome back to Axel Live. Where we dig deep, no need to arrive. Just the truth about the trucking scene. Through the fog, we let the facts glean. Going down the highway, what's the real game? Logistics.